What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to describe all line graphs in PTE Describe Image. Specifically, we will be looking at a single line graph and a multi-line graph. For the single line graph, we will be using the same template again. You will be relieved to know this template is the same for a simple bar chart and a simple bar graph. This template has three parts: the beginning, the body, and the conclusion. For the beginning, we have two sentences, one to cover off the title, the other to cover off the items. Depending on the length of the title and the item, this part takes about 10 to 15 seconds. For this line graph, I would say this line graph gives information about population densities per square kilometer in selected countries. The countries include Greenland, Australia, Bangladesh, and so on. I have three small tips for the beginning or the intro part. Tip number one, right here, the word country has been given to you on the graph as a label in the x-axis. So I replace items with countries. If in any case you don't have such a label on your graph, just stick to the template and say the items include X, Y, and Z. Don't waste your time trying to find the right word. Less thinking equals to better fluency. Tip number two, we have more than 4 items in the x-axis. You don't need to say all of them, just pick any 3 of them. Pick the words that you're most comfortable with. Pick the words that you can pronounce accurately with no hesitation. Tip number 3 is all about time management. I will be talking about this after we finish the body and the conclusion part. Now let's move on to the body part of the template. For the single line graph, we will be using the same methodology for the pie chart and the bar graph. During your preparation time, find the item that holds the highest, the second highest, and the lowest value and apply this structure. According to the graph, Singapore has the highest population density at 18,000 persons per square kilometer, followed by Bermuda, which has the second highest population density at 4,000 persons per square kilometer. In contrast, Greenland and Australia have the lowest population density at close to 0 persons per square kilometer. Finally, conclusion. In conclusion, one thing that clearly stands out is that Singapore has the most population density. One thing that clearly stands out is that it's totally optional. It gives you that extra 4 to 5 seconds as a cushion. If by the time you arrive at the conclusion you have more than 15 seconds left, you can use this long form. Otherwise, you can simply get rid of it and just say in conclusion and then follow by whatever you're gonna say. Now at this point, you might wonder what kind of feature or trend we need to cover off as a conclusion. The truth is, it actually does not matter. I usually say something about the highest point. For example, for this graph, I just say, in conclusion, Singapore has the highest population density. Less thinking equals to better fluency, so you can simply repeat whatever you said for the highest point. Alright, if you remember, I owe you tip number 3 for this line graph. It's all about time management. Like I said, the beginning part takes about 10 to 15 seconds. That was 2 sentences. For the body, we want to speak about 15 to 20 seconds max because we need to leave about 10 seconds to conclude. If you have a short beginning of less than 10 seconds, you can talk about 3 points in the body part. If by the time you finish your intro, you're at the 15 seconds mark, then you won't be able to fit in 3 features. So I would suggest you drop the middle sentence, just talk about the highest and the lowest point. Remember, we definitely want to finish the body part of the answer by 30 seconds. For Describe Image, oral fluency and pronunciation is far more important than content. So as long as you use this template to cover off the title, the items, the key features and trends, you will be getting full mark for your content. I cannot stress enough how important oral fluency is. Do not correct yourself, do not overanalyze the graph, be confident with what you are saying and maintain your oral fluency. Alright, I hope you're now feeling more confident about Describe Image. Before we talk about multi-line graph, I want to give you a couple of bonus tools for your PTE preparation. As we know, PTE academic test cost $375 Australian dollars, and one scored practice test from Pearson costs about $40 US or 55 Australian dollars. If you're not ready to pay for the mock test or take the real exam yet, you can get a sense of what taking the exam feels like by signing up for a free mock test. I'll include the link in the comment section and the description box down below. It is a full 3-hour mock test and you will get an instant scorecard. Another tool I have is for those of you who are practicing PTE speaking at home. In real PTE test environment, you will be sitting with other students who are doing their speaking tests at the same time. So the noise can be quite distracting if you're not used to it. You can find this video and turn it on in the background as you practice your speaking at home. Now, for the second graph, we have a multi-line graph. In terms of the template, the beginning and the conclusion are exactly the same as the single line graph. You want to cover off the title, the items, and the conclusion. I will give you the full sample answer a little bit later, but I do want to address the body part of the template first because there are a few variations. Now, for the body part of the answer, depending on how wordy some of the topic or items are, you won't be able to fit in more than 3 sentences. If you think about the purpose of multi-line graph, it is to compare different items against each other over whatever is showing in the x-axis, right? So during your preparation time, I want you to look at the graph horizontally and vertically to identify the overall trend and comparison of the lines at some point along the x-axis. Now, to apply this template, I would say for the first sentence, right? From an overall perspective, British Museum has more visitors in summer 2013 compared to Science Museum and Natural History Museum. Well, at this point, you might think to yourself, well, this is easy for this graph because the line for British Museum stay above the other 2 lines at all time across the x-axis. What if 2 or more lines intersect? What do we say? Well, take a look at this example. I would say, from an overall perspective, more people watch TV than listening to radio from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. You can still talk about a trend just with a narrow x-axis. Another example I can show you is this graph. You can say, from an overall perspective, Company A generated more revenue from 2006 to 2023 compared to Company Y. Now, for the second and third sentence, we want to pick 2 points along the x-axis. For this graph, I will pick July and September. For this graph, I will say, in July 2013, British Museum has the highest number of visitors, which is 750,000, while Science Museum and Natural History Museum has under 400,000 visitors. In September 2013, British Museum has 650,000 visitors, which is higher than both Science Museum and Natural History Museum. In conclusion, one thing that clearly stands out is that British Museum is the most popular museum in summer 2013. I hope you learned something new from this video. In my next few videos, I'll be covering off Describe Image, Table, Image, Process, and Map. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.